What up, world? This is Sade with Sade Speaks. I want to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed my page, like my page, follow my page, share my page. You all are so dope. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for having my back. Thank you for just being awesome. Thank you for just being who you are. I'm so excited. I ask that you continue to please share, like, follow, and subscribe to my page, Sade Speaks. So, y'all, I got a good topic today. I want to talk about self worth. I've been thinking about this topic. I was having a conversation with a wise man the other day, right? And we were just like doing random talk about self worth. And he made a statement that was so profound. He said that true self worth comes from what waters you. And I was like, whoa. I'm going to say that one more time, y'all. He said, true self worth comes from what waters you. And then he went on to, he referenced the Bible. He referenced Matthew chapter 7, verse 16 and following. So I'm going to read that for y'all real quick so y'all know what I'm talking about. And then we going to go in. So it says, you will know these people because of what they do. Good things don't come from people who are bad, just as grapes don't come from thorn bushes and figs don't come from thorny weeds. In the same way, every good tree produces good fruit, and bad trees produce bad fruit. So I'm gonna stop right there. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep going. A good tree cannot produce bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot produce good fruit. So as he was reading that, I immediately thought about myself. So I'm about to have a transparent moment with y'all. So, when I was in the world before my mind was renewed and reshaped and reformed, I really struggled with self worth. I thought that self worth was me looking good, keeping myself up, having material possessions, talking to a fly dude. Like my mindset was just so jacked up. But to me, that's what self worth was, right? And I had all those things, but I was so empty inside, like hollow. I felt so empty. I was always in a dark place. It was like a cycle. Like some days I'll be good, but most days I'll be down. And I truly believe because it was my mindset and how I viewed and thought of myself. What I thought was really self worth really wasn't, because the things that water me wasn't good. The things that watered me were legit toxic. From the music that I listened to, from the person that I was dating, from the so-called friends that I had, from the stuff that I watched, like all this stuff was toxic. It wasn't empowering me. It wasn't encouraging me. It wasn't uplifting me. It like really had my mindset with these toxic scenarios and me believing my scenarios. You know how y'all, well, okay, so I'm just gonna continue to be transparent. At one point, I would be in the shower like faking arguments with people. Toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's really because of the things that I allowed to water me, right? And I was just like really, really down, so negative about everything. It was always constant drama around in my life. And the relationship that I was in, the one person that I truly, truly thought that loved me, if no one else did, was with someone that really didn't care anything about me. The love wasn't real, it wasn't solid. The reality was it was strictly a sexual relationship, which is why it didn't last. And even within that relationship, like I bear so many let me see what the word I'm looking for. I just bear so many toxic things. Like the relationship was toxic within itself. And at one point, I ain't gonna even front. I even thought of like, you know what, Lord, why am I even here? Like, what's the point of me being here if this is gonna be my life? That was my mindset, right? And I don't know. Like one day, I will never forget this. One day, I was in my apartment in my room. It's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and all I just remember waking up out my sleep and truly crying and asking, like crying out to God, like asking, like, please change me, because I began. You know how sometimes your conscious play on you, and you begin to think about things. The first thing I thought about was my son. I'm like, okay, well, my son is like 8 or 9 around this time, and he's watching, maybe a little younger, and he's watching everything I do. I don't want him to hate women or resent me because I'm making poor choices because I love myself. You know what I'm saying? Like the truth of the matter is I didn't love myself. The thought of that brought tears to my eyes. I didn't want him to walk around like feeling some type of way with me because I was foolish. So that's what really stemmed me to like, Lord, I need you to wake me up. My son is watching me. Like I don't want to be like this no more. 2 years later, it didn't happen right away. 2 years later, um, I don't know. I woke up one day and I was just ready to give everything up. Like honestly, is when I went to church. I went to church and heard a sermon that hit me so hard, and I asked myself like, Why are you doing the things you do? You say you love yourself, but you allow people to treat you in your type of way. You look at this toxic stuff on TV. You hang around this stuff. You smoking weed every day. Like, these are the things that was watering me, right? And I was just ready to give it up. I stopped smoking. I stopped. I ended the relationship that I was in because that was just toxic all by itself. I gave up the apartment. All those, toxic spirits around. Dope didn't want to be around it. Like, I really just gave it up. I'm like, Lord, I just need you to help me. And then I began to be watered by God. He watered me with love. He watered me with mercy. He watered me with forgiveness. He watered me with hope. He watered me with kindness. And all of these things just kept coming through me, like continually going through me. I'm seeking him, and this is what he's doing for me. And then I began to experience real self-worth. My mindset changed. The things that I thought was truly self-worth, oh, I got high self-esteem, I love myself, I realized that no, it meant absolutely nothing. Material possessions, how you look, and the popularity and all the friends you have who not being honest with you, that's not real self-worth. At the end of the day, it's not valid. Like, it's not whole. It didn't make me feel whole inside. I had all those things and I was still empty. I then began to feel whole inside. Like, um, I began to feel like I belong here. I began to, begin to understand life a little bit better. My mindset like truly shifted. I wanted to be around people who was going to empower me. I wanted to be around people who was going to pour into me. I wanted to be around people who was going to hold me accountable and not lie to me. And it's like God gave me all of that. I remember all of my friends walked away except for one. And I was like, okay, Lord, like, I don't walk away and I don't have nothing else. Like, I don't have nobody. I'm just out here. And he sent me two friends, and we are friends to this day. It's like when God waters you, it's like your life becomes refreshing. If that's the word I would use, like, my life became very refreshing. Yeah, I'm not perfect. I still struggle with self worth sometimes because of my past, but I still feel refreshed. I still feel whole. I still have that hope. I still feel his love when I'm down. I still have that grace. I still have that mercy. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, it is such a different feeling. It's so important that you guard your mind. Because it's like when you don't guard your mind and you allow everything to come into it, or everything around you to seep into you, you begin to walk like that. You begin to talk like that. You begin to act like that. And it's like anybody who bear good fruit, they're not really going to want to be around you because you're going to be labeled as a toxic individual. That was me. I'm just so thankful that God helped me to be a better person. Like, he watered me. He's still watering me. And he's helping me to be a better mom, a better friend, a better teacher, a better woman overall. Like, he's helping me to be better because I'm allowing him to water me. He gave me the confidence that I had. Like, my confidence through the roof, y'all. And it's not because of how I look or what I have. My mindset is what makes me confident because I know who I am in him. He has shown me what true self-worth is. It's such a wonderful feeling. And like I said, I'm not perfect. I still go through things. Like, I struggle with receiving the great things that he give me because I feel like I'm just so unworthy because of the things that I used to do. Like, I still have some of those toxic thoughts. Like, Lord, like, how somebody could give you something, bless you with something, and you still doubt, like, are you sure this for me? Like, I go through that sometimes because of what I used to do in my past, because of how I carried myself. But when I say I'm so thankful for grace, I'm so thankful for grace. I'm so thankful for mercy. I am thankful that God did not let me just like wander in my misery, that he did not continue to let me walk around bearing bad fruit. Like, he really helped me renew my mind and begin to water me so I can bear good fruit. I would say it's truly important that pay attention to who you hang around. How are they watering you? Are they pouring into you? Are they empowering you? Are they giving you good advice? Are they holding you accountable? Or they just telling you what you want to hear? Because that's not a real friend. That's somebody that's watering you, getting into your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you watching? What do you listen to? What do you read? All of those things and stuff that water you as an individual. You have to be very careful. You gotta guard your mind. Your mind is so strong and so powerful. Like, legit, everything flows from it. It's truly, truly important that we guard our minds. That we keep a hedge around it. We ask God to put a hedge around it. So therefore, we're not allowing in and everything into our spirit, because that's truly what's watering you. I love that he deposited that profound statement within me, because it really just sparked something in me. I'm grateful that I can truly see and truly understand what real self-worth is. I hope this helps somebody. I hope this bless somebody. I love y'all. Can y'all please continue to pray for me? Again, like I said, this podcast is me getting out of my shell, but I'm getting more comfortable with it. I thank y'all. I really do. Please continue to share, like I said, like, subscribe to my page, Sade Speaks. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next Saturday. I'm out.